The love reveal.
The big L word.
The L word.
Not the L word.
But the L word.
No, the L word.
The big 5. Nope. 8, 9 letters. 8 letters.
Yeah, 8 letters.
3 words, 8 letters. I'm yours.
Yes.
That's Chuck and Blair.
I don't know. Why would you bring them into this? Why would you bring Char into this?
We're talking about chair. We're talking about Char, not chair. Hi, it's Megan.
And it's Bree.
And we just want to talk about TV.
Welcome to our podcast,
Unserious. Each episode, we're going to cover a TV show, new or old, and have a silly little conversation about it.
So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get unserious.
Hi.
Why are we like this?
Well, why are we like this, though?
Wow. We are here. We are gathered today back with our boys.
Nick and
children.
Char, our sons.
Our sons.
Don't talk to me or my sons ever again.
I don't know about my sons, Nick and Char.
But we're more protective over one of them.
Yeah, Char.
Like, don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. Nick does something, he's out. Char.
Nick's on thin fucking ice every second of the day.
Every day I wake up.
No, just kidding. We love Nick and Char.
Yep, and we're here. Yeah.
We are here.
We are.
Physically, we're here. Mentally, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know if we're really here.
But we are here to talk about Nick and Char.
Yeah. Okay, but before that, I need to catch up with Megan because I don't talk to her.
We don't speak.
Fuck you.
We only speak professionally.
We only watch shows.
And don't speak.
If we don't speak, we're not allowed to talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to catch up. What's up?
That's a great question. I don't know. I should have thought about this more. I feel like it's a bit of the same old. Dancing with the Stars wasn't on this week, so that was devastating. So as informed citizens, we watched the vice presidential debate. So everyone make sure you go freaking vote or get your absentee ballot and vote. Vote, people.
Vote.
As a platform with 100 plus subscribers, we need to make sure we're spreading the word. Because you probably haven't heard otherwise, but vote. Yeah. And
so true, Megan.
What else have I done? We're still watching. We're still keeping up with 911.
Don't worry.
And Dr. Odyssey.
Don't worry, we made it to part 2 of the B-Nation.
I know, and it's getting more and more intense. I'm thrilled for the conclusion of the 3-part premiere of 911.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm thrilled.
I'm thrilled, actually.
What else? I still need to finish Good Girl's Guide to Murder because, spoiler alert, we're gonna pod on it next week. So time is fucking ticking. I'm like, I got an extra week and I still haven't opened that fucking book. I don't know, man. It's fall. I just want to be like this, but I should be reading. Like, it's a perfect fall book.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
You know what?
And that's what we're going to talk about on this podcast.
And that's what we're going to find out.
Just kidding. I'm trying to think of anything unique that I personally have done this week. I got clothes from Old Navy.
Oh, slay! Okay.
And
Old Navy Hall.
Old Navy Hall. We just changed the pod. We're not talking about heartstopper. We're talking about all the outfits I got. Truly though.
What has this week been?
I'm trying to think. I feel like it's been a weird week. I've been trying to be a better person and coworker. And trying to do my job.
A better coworker.
I just want to be better at my job. And I think I'm getting better.
That's good.
And that's what I have to say about that.
I'm proud of you, Megan.
Thank you so much. And I was going to say something else, but I forgot. I'm trying to meal prep, but I'm not good at that. So more on that later.
So
I'll keep you guys posted on my meal prep journey.
The ick.
Yeah, I got the ick from the pasta salad.
Yeah. The ick from both of your meal preps. Or your latest ones.
Yeah, what was the other one?
The chicken salad? Pesto? That was a while ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the pesto chicken salad, yes. If I had made that better, I think that would have been fine. But it's really hard.
Journey.
It's really hard to try to eat the same thing over and over again, but like that's the easiest thing to do.
Way to do it.
Especially when recipes make a lot of food, you don't want that all to go to waste.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best, so stay tuned.
It'll get better.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But who's going on with you?
Yeah, so, retweet on No Dancing with the Stars, but we watched the debate, and 911, and Dr. Odyssey, and Agatha. And I am on page 150 of Akatar, so you know what? I'm getting to the part. I'm kind of scared.
I want to be.
I'm scared where the people are.
I don't want to read Good Girls Guide to Murder. I want to read
Akatar. And don't worry, I'm not loud yet.
Oh. I just want to be a part of the book club.
I just want to be a part of something.
But I also have to read a witch book, so if anyone has any witch book recommendations.
Oh, ladies. It's hyperfixation season.
Oh!
No, but I feel like we just I wouldn't, nobody asked or whatever.
Nobody wants this.
Nobody wants this. Nobody asked. That's our podcast. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants this. Was really, I don't think I'm hyperfixated, but it was really good. We've just been watching so much good stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm in this weird, I don't know, I've watched, and then Agatha I really like, and then Heartstopper, and then watching him and Agatha and Heartstopper was just like a whiplash or something. I feel very weird. But yeah, good content. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, is this good or bad? Because I'm not going to have too much stuff to obsess over.
I know. I am hyperfixated on Anne Brody. I guess that's what I can say. And just consistently hyperfixated on Dylan O'Brien, but that's, like I said, consistent. That's pretty evergreen for me.
It's hyperfixation.
It is hyperfixation season.
I like the fall. You get very
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. I don't know what that means for me.
You never know. Your new hyperfixation could be just around the corner. Leave a comment down below what your current hyperfixation is.
Yeah. Leave a comment.
Yes. But ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed Joe Locktober.
You did that. It is. And that's why we're doing this in October, not because it came out in October.
Correct.
But it totally fits with the spooky theme. Mm-hmm.
It's his month, to be honest.
Yeah.
By the time we get to the Agatha pod, just because it ends on Halloween, that podcast will come out in November, but it will still be Joe Locktober in my heart.
Yeah. I know. Damn. I'm sad that it won't be October for Agatha, but you know what? November has to be October too.
Yeah, it basically is.
So I'm drawing it out until Thanksgiving. So.
Yeah. Well, we have a whole slate of programming. After this, we do get spooky with Good Girls Guide to Murder, and then the Twilight Saga, then the Halloween Towns, and then we keep it going with Agatha and Only Murders. Mm-hmm. And then, it's even spookier than that. Let's have a Kiki and Outer Banks.
Wait, yeah, true.
Spooky.
Those are all so spooky.
Spooky or kooky?
Spooky or kooky. Wait, what's that?
Try Guys.
Try Guys, yeah, spooky or kooky.
Yeah.
It always comes back.
It always comes back to the Try Guys. It always comes back to Miles.
To Miles.
More on that later, but
yeah,
Bree.
We have a lot of stuff coming up that we're gonna not talk about.
Yeah, we'll have more to talk about in the coming weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. So should we?
Yeah.
Get into it.
Tell me what Heartstopper season 3 was about.
I don't even know. Don't look at me. Heartstopper is a British coming-of-age romantic comedy drama series on Netflix, written and created by Alice Oseman and based on their webcomic and graphic novel of the same name. Season 3 continues to follow the evolving relationship between Nick and Charlie, Char, which comes with highs, lows, love, and self-discovery. From love confessions to mental health struggles, we see Nick and Charlie grow together and individually. The summer holiday comes to an end, and the months race on as the new school year brings both joys and challenges for the whole friend group.
Ah! That's my family.
The year really does race on.
God, the way that we were shook every time there was a new time jump, because it was like the end of summer, and then they were like, it's Christmas, and I was like, what? But then they did kind of go back, but they race you through the fall, and then like the rest of the school year. And I feel like, that being said, they did a good job, because sometimes I get annoyed when like a show tries to do too much in only 8 episodes. Like I feel like Sex Lives of College Girls did that in season 2, where they were just like getting through. The first season was 8 episodes, and it was September to Thanksgiving, which feels like a good amount of time. And then they went Thanksgiving to May and only 8 episodes, and tried to develop all of these storylines. And and I think Heartstopper did it well, but it was still like, damn. This show is all about falling leaves, and we didn't get any fall. This is fall as hell, this picture back here.
But guess what it is there? It's summer.
It's summer, and then it's Christmas, and then it's the end of the school year.
It's spring.
And then, so we got like Nick's birthday, and then we got Charlie's birthday for the second time. And maybe I'm wrong, unless it's like they're counting their anniversary as some official date. But where was their year anniversary? What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I want to see Nick and Char's first anniversary.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe.
I'm wondering if the comic is like that, though. Because they do things pretty... I've only read the first one, but I feel like they're pretty, like, accurate with...
Yeah, I mean, it probably does, because you don't need to be spending every single day with them. Like, when they were first getting together, it was taking more time. When it was the summer, they were taking more time, but they're like, we could only just show every single day of their lives and over and over again. Especially when the show, despite getting into more serious issues, at its root is a pretty, like, hopeful show. If they just, like, really were ingrained minute by minute of every episode being Charlie at one of his lowest, that it wouldn't be the show that it is.
Exactly.
So I'm not critiquing it for this. Like, I think the way that it told the story, they actually did a good job. I just want to see their anniversary.
See everything. But yeah, I agree that like they had to, like if they wanted to show like Charlie's struggles, they wouldn't want to like stick in it, and like it wouldn't be realistic for him to be completely better in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But it did, like, for other characters, I feel like it felt more noticeable in terms of like what, like the time jump. And I just was always like kind of thrown off, but you know what, they did that.
They did do that. Yeah, I feel like it was most noticeable for Imogen and Sahar's storyline, because you're like, in what world is it taking them 3 months to finally talk about something again? But it's because you're going from episode to episode, but in their time it's months.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, realistically you can go through awkward phases, but I think they were like prolonging it longer than it would have been, just like, because of the timing.
I don't think it would have been 3 months.
Yeah. And I still feel like they told a good story with them, but because they're less important than Nick and Charlie, or even Tao and Elle, and Darcy and Tara, they don't get as much like in-depth development, but it's still development.
Yeah. Wow. That's okay. Well, what should we talk about next?
I think we should talk about the first episode.
Okay.
The big L reveal.
The big reveal.
The love reveal.
The big L word.
The L word.
Not the L word.
But the L word.
No, the L word.
The big 5. Nope. 8, 9 letters. 8 letters.
Yeah, 8 letters.
3 words, 8 letters. I'm yours.
Yes.
That's Chuck and Blair.
I don't know. Why would you bring them into this? Why would you bring Char into this?
We're talking about Char. We're talking about Char, not Char. I thought that episode was so good, and I thought they'd make you wait longer
for the
I love you, but I think they crushed it.
Yeah, I think they needed to get it out because they were making such. I think they crushed it. No.
I think Char just needed to fucking say
I think Char needed
right outside the bathroom door while Nick was in the shower and he couldn't see his face.
I think that's the perfect time to do it.
I think he timed it perfectly. No notes. Charlie's never done anything wrong in his life.
Nick, on the other hand,
hesitated a little too long.
When he hesitated for 12 years.
It was about to be on site, Nick Nelson. Yeah, he might have fallen. Karma. And yeah, he might have chased him down the street, but he almost had me for a second.
Yeah. But then But then when it did happen, it was so sweet.
It was so lovely.
It was so tender. It couldn't have been more perfect, and it paralleled their kiss. Like, their kiss paralleled the little umbrella. They have a lot of parallels.
We love that shit. I feel about parallelism.
Parallelism. And it was just, aww.
I love that shit.
These crazy kids.
I'd be eating that shit up. There's something about the show where it's like something may be going wrong,
but
it won't be wrong for long. And I'm like, let's go. That's why I like Nobody Wants This. That's why I like Heartstopper, is because even as fucking these teens, they be communicating.
No, these teens have the emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Of I don't know.
And that's why I respect them.
I respect them. They communicate.
And I love that for them.
There's a problem for 1 second.
And not even just in their relationships, as friends, like Tao and Isaac had a little bit of a tiff. And I was on Isaac's side. Sometimes I'm like, Tao is on sight. And other times I'm like, oh, Tao's the best character on the show. And other times I'm like, it's on sight, you dumb bitch. For literally making out with Elle right on top of Isaac during movie night. And they have the gall to be like, what's wrong? Like, even if he wasn't, like, obviously there's an added layer of, like, him trying to figure out, like, his personality and discovering he's asexual and stuff, and romance being, like, awkward for him. But even, no matter what, if you have an extra friend there, don't be
an extra
big,
friend.
No
if you have one other friend there.
That's crazy. I was like,
also happens to be asexual and aromantic.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
rubbing, you're like.
But regardless of that, why are you doing that anyway?
No, that's the most realistic teen part of this. Them being like.
I don't know. To me, I mean, I guess I was never a teen in a relationship, but it just is like,
I mean, my emotional intelligence is through the roof.
Yeah, we're perfect.
I've never done anything wrong.
Never done anything wrong in our lives.
So I can't relate to that.
Yeah.
But
I'm just like, bro.
But they were really, it was their summer of love, Megan.
I know, but right in front of Isaac's fucking book.
His
film.
Isaac in his book.
He was rating People With Me on Vacation this season. That was big.
He had a few bangers. I can't even remember. Someone posted all of them. I missed a few.
They need to make like a full fucking list.
I have to read
it's
all
like
of
the Rory
Isaac's
Gilmore
books.
list.
I'll never get through it. I really loved Isaac this season.
Yeah, I like that he had more to say.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't like as pertaining to him, like he was more involved in the group dynamic too.
I like
he was
how
really there for Char. Yeah.
I like how he just fucking says stuff.
Yeah, and he was one of the only people. And that isn't even, like, a discredit to anyone else, because, like Charlie said, he's really good at hiding things. But Isaac could tell something was wrong with Charlie pretty early on.
When they were, like, when Nick was talking to his aunt about, like, and she was saying, like, what you should do to help your friend. And Isaac was texting Charlie, like, you want to go to the... He already was carrying
Isaac!
I was like, hold on, Isaac's getting me. I was bullying him earlier. Because he always has a book. But you know what?
Let him read.
I'm into it.
I thought it was really cute when they were reading together on the beach.
There's no way Char was reading any of that.
It's like Charlie can't read. Let's pretend.
I like how we made that. Charlie isn't reading.
Charlie's not reading a single word that's on that page. No, we love Charlie and Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked Isaac's storyline and how he told them all at the zoo, and they were like, "We still love you."
Yeah.
They're never alone because the other fish have their fish friends.
Turn it on.
So take it from the top.
It went by too fast.
Yeah. As soon as it was over, we were like, "That was it."
No, it ended. I was like, "That's it." I have to wait a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else about?
That was also, like, speaking sort of, like, on the Tao and Isaac thing, them beefing, but then, like, being okay. But then, that's when it's, like, the 0 to 100 where you're like, Tao, dumb bitch. Like, he's getting mad at Charlie for Nick and doing this, and then him and Elle are doing the same thing. But then he's like, what's wrong with Charlie? Something's wrong with Charlie.
What's wrong with Charlie?
I wish British people were real.
That's another point the show makes. British people aren't real.
But Tao, this is the thing. Let me speak on this before I forget.
Okay.
One of my favorite little duos, and I think they do a good job of, like, everyone kind of has an individual relationship with each other, even if they all don't get shown to a great extent, because you only have 8, 20, 30-minute episodes. But the friendship dynamic, like everyone's close with everyone. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
But one of my favorites is Tao and Nick because of their development from the whole season of being
they were
basically
beefing.
they were beefing hard. So when I was trying to avoid Twitter but not doing a good job of it before we watched the season, and I saw like just a screen grab of Nick crying into Tao's arms at Halloween, I was like, oh my god, because I was like, first of all, what's happening? Why is he crying? And second of all, I'm like, oh, they've come so far, and it's such a small moment, but it like speaks volumes.
I love that scene. Oh, because Nick was like trying to hide it, and then Tao made the first like, come here, you're my friend.
Yeah.
And then he started
like, I could talk about that for 20
I could talk about that.
hours. Like, I love that so much, and you could tell like also like Tao was also getting away because I feel like they're probably hit the hardest. That Charlie's his best friend.
Yeah.
That's Charlie's Nick's boyfriend, and like one of the only people that Charlie talked to while he was in there was Nick and Tao.
Yeah.
The big three.
Oh my god. And Nick being like, no, you can't talk because you'll barely talk to me about it. Like,
yeah.
I can't do this show.
God. I think on the subject of Charlie too, another what's the word? Like, I think highlight of the season was Tori. Like, I feel like Tori had a great season, and like as an individual character, but also just as Charlie's sister, and like her reaching out, she like, obviously it's a lot of like her own personality to like resist like affection and stuff like that, but she like reached out to Nick, admitted to Charlie that she really likes Nick. She's like, out of all your friends, he's like my favorite. And then Nick's like, I don't know if she likes me, but like in her way she really does like Nick, and I was like glad that they like had little moments of trying to like take care of Charlie together, and I thought that was really sweet.
When Tori messaged him.
And then like
and he came right back, and he came back and he was like immediately there.
Yeah. And then on the other way, like when Charlie was struggling at Christmas, so then he escapes to Nick's house, and it was like an awkward thing where he like kind of abandoned Tori because Tori was going through her own stuff with the family, but then she comes over to Nick's too, and they all sit on the couch with the dogs. I'm like, that's a family. And then the three of them playing Mario Kart.
Damn.
They're
Can you
best
at least
friends.
spend Christmas with me?
Oh, can you spend Christmas with me?
I said to
Char.
I said Char. Well, like Tori exists, like her book is first.
Yeah.
I need to read that. So apparently the Solitaire, and then there's This Winter, which is like a novella, like, and that's supposed to be, I think the Christmas episode had a lot of that in it, like based on that book, which I thought was cool. I haven't read them, but I need to. But they really do such a great job for the books being a comic, like matching the
the visuals.
Yeah, the visuals.
And the bringing in the animation, I think, is really cool.
And the two dogs, they look fake.
Yeah. They feel like they're part of the comic.
Cute. They're so cute, they look fake.
They were like, we couldn't get Olivia Colman, so we're giving Nick another dog this season.
It's so cute. Olivia Colman.
I really felt her presence missing. Like, it didn't take away from, like, the show as a whole, but, like, especially because, like, obviously, like, they're not gonna, like, completely freeze out Nick's home life. Like, he's gonna have Christmas, and understandably his mom is around, or like they hear his mom come home or something.
That
like,
is so funny. Every time they're like, that's your mom, and we don't see
but
her.
they don't show her at all. Like they show this whole Christmas party, but you're like, oh, she's not in the room in this shot, she's not in the room in this shot.
She's not in the room.
But we couldn't have Olivia Colman, but we did have Haley Atwell as Aunt Diane. Is that her name? We love her. I would shoot the shit with her as well.
I would trust her.
I know. I'd confide about her with my boyfriend's eating disorder
too. Me too. My boyfriend's eating disorder.
Such a calming presence. Comforting. Like, why does Nick have like the most like calming understanding?
Like that's why Nick is the way he is.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes. Don't get it twisted.
No, that's his dad's fault creeping in. And his older brother. Nick does this much wrong. Like, this is a tiny bit wrong. We're like, we don't give him a second. Because it's when it comes to Char, no room to hurt Char. But I really liked her this season, how hyped she was when she found out that he had a boyfriend. And I like that representation too, is all he had to say was, I have a boyfriend. She's like, oh, cool, tell me about him. And
him being Captain America.
Yeah. Joe was like, "You're stealing my moment. You're stealing my type of beat. That's a meat beat." Whatever he said. Exactly. So funny. The Marvel jokes really got me this season because it was intentional. Yeah. Like anything but Marvel. God forbid we talk about Marvel. I'm like, that's teen.
That's literally teen. I don't know if Charlie like in the comics says it, but I know like Nick is like a huge Marvel fan in it.
And they were like, we can do something with this. That's so funny. I love that for Nick. He doesn't know it, but his boyfriend's a Marvel star.
Is teen
himself. Yeah, I love those little bits. What else can I say? I guess just like keeping on Charlie, just his whole storyline this season. And they obviously took a darker tone because they like faced like the eating disorder stuff head on, his mental health. He found out he also had OCD and got treatment for it. And I thought they did such a good job. And I think this is why I like really like this show. It's because obviously like I don't have like experience with like an eating disorder or anything like that to that degree. Like obviously we both have like our own mental health shit. Yeah. But it's not like a one-to-one where I could fully understand it. Mm-hmm. But even outside of that and understanding certain things to a degree, I like that the show handles it, but in a way that is hopeful. So even when something's really, really sad, I don't feel like completely sad. Like I still feel sad for Charlie. I don't like watching him go through that or watching his friends watch him go through that or any of their other individual issues. But they do everything in such a like best case scenario way that should be like the ideal way that everyone can go through it, like having a family that listens and then letting you get help and then having a successful like relationship with therapy and like not stigmatizing it. And it's so like comforting and hopeful where it's like so easy to watch. Like it can be hard at certain parts, but like I don't know like how to exactly word this, but it's just done in such a simple, effective, but realistic but also hopeful way where it's like even when they're going through hard stuff you're like comforted by it because it's going through it in like a way that anyone would want and hope to go through it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they like handle like all the topics very like gently but also like very like it's very educational on like all of the topics. Like it's not like, but it's also still like it's still realistic, but there is like I don't know, maybe it's because of I feel like the characters are just like so comforting.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, that too.
The support they all have, which is the ideal scenario.
Yeah.
But like,
and it's just like there are so many shows that talk about mental health or queer characters or things like that where it's like worst case scenario and it has to be so depressing and so dark and then it wins like Oscars because it's like they're really going there with like all these really dark topics. Dies at the end. And it's like those stories also represent a version of reality, but it's nice to also have a version where like mental health or accepting yourself or whatever the topic is that they're talking about is done in a light way and a happy way and a hopeful way, because ideally that should be the direction we're going to. And like everyone experiences things differently. Some people go through the worst of the worst, and that's where like why those films exist. But like some people are, I don't know, hesitant to go through things because they don't have representation like this, or people do go through comforting things, and stories like this can have a positive outcome, not like a sad ending outcome. So it's good to have a lot of different representations of different stories, but I'm glad that Heartstopper exists because they're doing it in such a educational but also positive way. And I think you can only do so much with that. Like, I feel like Charlie's story in terms of his mental health is done in such a hopeful way because they're building these characters to be understanding. Even his mom is taking some time, but like her intentions are pure and stuff. But I think then it's like harder when you have a story like Elle, because like transphobia exists in the real world. You can't like just write a bunch of all the world accepts transgender rights
like
and stuff.
Literally a current thing.
So obviously they still do that in a delicate way, and I feel like we didn't fully get resolution to that, and like you can't get resolution to that in telling a realistic story in today's times. But they still do it in a way where it's like her family is so aggressively supportive, which I love, and obviously Tao and her friend. So I hope we see more of that. But again, like that one's harder to like put a bow around because you can't just be like, and everything's perfect, because unfortunately that stuff is not. But I still think they do.
How Elle said like the radio host thinks that she's like an ally, like she thinks she's like, but like she was asking and having on someone who was like transphobic and like just asking the wrong questions, but that's what like I feel like the news and media does today, like exploit
treating it like there are two sides of a thing,
like it's a debate or
That's crazy. Like, what's your side on this? It's like there's only one side. It's just being kind and treating everyone equally, not all these other crazy things that they were trying to like get her take on. And she's also a teen girl. She's just a girl.
I think that's what got me like the most about that scene is like you literally see her mom and dad watching her. Yeah. And she's like looking at them because she's literally a teen. Yeah. Who's just being herself and came to talk about her art and she was so excited about it. I hate that scene. And
like holding her to a standard of like she is the end all be all person to talk about this because she is transgender. It's like they all don't need to like be an act like they can be like an activist, but don't be the face of like responsible for answering every question that every single person has. Yeah. Like, just like again, she's just a teen girl that wants to talk about her art.
Yeah, like she thought she was gonna talk about her art. Yeah.
Frustrating.
Tao and Elle.
They were so sweet. Their summer of love. Even if it was right in front of Isaac's salad, but they were very cute.
Their summer of love right in front of them. And New Year's.
Yeah, well, so that's the thing. That's like the good storyline of like obviously that is a realistic thing. Again, not that I can personally relate to, but like as like a transgender person and then like still coming into terms with your own body. And then when it comes to like a relationship, I think they did a good job showcasing that did have like the positive outcome of like she trusted him. He was there for her to any degree that she would want. And they communicated.
That's such a like thing in the show that I'm like gagged.
I love when they communicate. No, that's why I love shows like this because it's like it's nice. Like, I love a little angst. I love a little, like, oh, they misheard. But then, like, as long as at the end of the episode, like, it all comes together. Because sometimes you're like, oh, they misheard, and this can take another season for them to figure their shit out. I love that they immediately talk about stuff.
Tara's like, you should move in with your grandma because Darcy's living with her. Mm-hmm. And they just... That lasted I thought it was going to be this big thing because that's what my mind is.
Yes. You're like, oh my God, Darcy's going to be like, she hates me and she never wants to see me again. But it's literally like Tara like loves Darcy but needs her own space and Darcy needs to be on their own in their own home with a loving parental figure. May from Ted Lasso! Grand!
That's the best grandma I've ever seen. Grand.
She was, what did she say? She was like, you need...
I was like, how's Gran gonna be? And then Gran was like... Yeah. Oh, you need like some kind of poster of a boy, man on your wall.
And she's like, no, I need a poster of a pretty girl. And she's like, well, then you need a poster of a pretty girl. And then Tara puts herself up there and she's like, yes. Ally.
Gran. I'm obsessed. Yeah. That little ass car.
Which one?
Like Graham's car.
Oh, yeah.
It's so small.
I love Grant.
God bless.
See, all that stuff was good. I feel like I really related to Tara and her Tara and her educational journey of being very overwhelmed and not knowing. Honestly, a few of them were like, I don't know what I want to fucking do. Nick didn't really know what he wanted to do at the end. I was like, amen, thank God I don't have to deal with that anymore. I was getting like every time I see like high schoolers in any form of media like doing shit like that, I still get anxious, and that was like almost 10 years ago. Yeah, it's just fucking weird. I guess 7.
Yeah. But do you still have nightmares about school?
Every so often, like I have something where it's like something is due, but I don't have it, and I'm at the school.
Yeah, sometimes I have some that I'm like late.
Yeah, that too. But and it's always like I can never get there. I can never get the assignment there, and I'm like I don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
And like we live like with my job, one of my coworkers forgot her laptop, so we just went home, and our director was like, just stay home.
It's like so casual, but I like think I'm gonna get like I don't know detention.
My ass beat. Detention. I'm gonna get locked up like, my NF.
It's literally like okay.
No, I literally will have dreams where I fail tests. So I'm like, oh my God, like can I be free from this torture? I'm fighting demons, and it's still high school based nightmares. But yeah, thank God we don't have to deal with that. But I did like that representation, and that gave another moment of a sweet little moment though between Char and Tara. Yes. So that's why I like all the little dynamics. Sahar, that's how you say her name, right?
Sahar, yeah.
asking Charlie to be in her band.
Yes.
Like, are you joking? Nick going to the college visit with the girls.
Nick's saying, I'm going with the girls.
I thought those are his girls. Nick and the girls.
I was like, huh?
Well, just one of the girls. Love Nick.
I'm obsessed with
I
that
know.
whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
I'm obsessed with all their dynamics.
Yes.
My family.
Like,
They
that's
make
a
me,
friend
cry.
group. Like, I'm like, this fucking positive friend group, they're all like, we'll go to the zoo. We'll all have a camp out for Charlie's birthday. And I love it, especially because of just the way the group has grown, like Imogen being a part of it. So I feel like it was originally just like they all engulfed Nick, which is so sweet. Like seeing Nick with all of them, even though Charlie was at like the mental facility. But then like Imogen also got like welcomed in too and like has genuine friendships with them all.
Mm-hmm. I'm obsessed.
My one thing is I wish I could see more. Like we got a little bit of like, I mean, I always say this, I always just want more like.
No, that's how I felt. I'm like, I wish we got more.
Because like seeing little glimpses of like them and those pairings, I'm like, I want more of every single one of them. But I think it's also hilarious though, despite like this big group and they all love each other, we just like haven't had like a core 4 scene of Tao and Isaac and Charlie and Al. We kept going,
OG.
They're like allergic to all being together, and I get only Isaac and Tao and Charlie are at the school together, so the 3 of them are together a lot. But even then, I'm like, where was something. I know Charlie wasn't going to movie nights early in the season, but they could have had one more movie night before the season ended. I bet they had it in the months that they skipped.
Yeah, they totally did.
I was like, show it to me. Show it to me, Rachel. Give it to me, please.
Wait, I like when it was Charlie, Tao, and Elle, and Michael was like talking.
Yeah.
And then they go, meow,
meow.
Yeah, that's the most realistic.
I was like, that's a friend group.
This show.
Those are best friends. I'm like, let's get back to this. Meow. Elle making a painting of Charlie while he wasn't there. Tao making the whole fucking video. I'm like, those are his people. Those are his people, but put them in a room together.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Tao's videos for both Charlie and Elle.
I really saw myself in Tao in that. His silly little videos. So real.
He's like, hey.
He's like, I didn't think I was creative until I started making these little videos.
Silly little videos.
It's like, I love you, King.
You're like, I never said anything
bad about Tao. Honestly, Tao only had one moment this season. It was the Isaac fight.
Yeah, that was a rough.
But other than that,
they
no notes.
Best friends.
Yeah. Love them.
Love them.
Oh, one funny moment was in the video for Charlie when Tao goes, we have a lot planned for when you get back, and Isaac goes, do we? Oh god. I love a king who does not want to commit to plans.
Like, I don't want to do that.
I'm looking at my notes to make sure. Oh, another funny thing was when Nick and Charlie were running back to Nick's house, right? They're like running down the street and the camera's really shaky. It looked like it was on a camcorder, and we were like, is Tao filming them? But then it like came into focus and it was just them, and they were running to fucking have sex.
I know.
We were like, is Tao gonna join?
Tao gonna film this? I'm like, that's illegal.
We were like so like jarred by that, and we're like, oh, okay, that's not what's happening.
It did. It looked like a little grainy and like
yeah, and then it like cleared up, and we were like, oh thank God. So funny.
I feel like I have. I really like when Charlie told his parents about his like mental health issues and
Nick.
read it out with Nick, and then Tori was listening on the doorstep because she cares so much about her little brother.
And like his parents actually listening was huge.
I know. I was kind of afraid they like weren't for some reason. I thought we were gonna go through that.
I know. Thank God. They did. Like I really know his mom means so well, but sometimes I'm like, girl, look at me. And she kind of alludes. She kind of alludes that she has her own trauma with her mom. So like obviously we get that. But like sometimes I'm like, what? It also got me when at the end he was like, I have to ask my mom if to have a sleepover. I'm like, first of all, who's asking who? You just say you're going to Tao's and you go to Nick's instead. Like, what? Yeah. Where are we living where everyone is successfsuccessfully getting permission from their parents to have sleepovers with their significant other? But I was like, okay, go off. I wish British people were real. But then it got me when he's like he like is cooking with his mom and he's like, they're all happy. And then like it quiets down and his dad like gives him the nod, like ask her. I'm like, you're telling me he asked him? And he was like, yeah, sleepover at Nick's. Go off. That's an ally.
That's a true ally.
He said, have sex with your boyfriend. Have sex with your bisexual boyfriend. On me.
I don't care. On me. His dad.
But the mom was like, I think this is really getting in the way of your GSC, whatever, their tests.
You can't get in the way of school.
No. And she has valid points, but sometimes I'm like... but it was, to me, also just, like, wild that, like, they were getting permission to do this. I was like, okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, positive, trustworthy parenting, but also...
So
he was like, Olivia Colman will be fine with it. I was like, I mean, yeah, Olivia Colman, but who else? So iconic.
So iconic.
Jonathan Bailey cameo.
Oh, yes.
And I like how they seeded it through.
Yeah.
When they're scrolling on Instagram. Their friend group, and then Jonathan Bailey on the feed.
That was...
But also another red flag, Nick not be liking anyone's post.
I know. I was like, okay.
On site.
Nick was literally passing everyone. He said, I don't really give a fuck.
And he didn't even like Charlie's.
He didn't like Char's.
Are we joking?
Are you?
If your boyfriend's not liking your Instagram posts first, if he doesn't have your notifications on,
notifications on. Just kidding. If he's not commenting, fire emojis.
Oh wait, another thing. Okay, well, Jonathan Bailey. I love they brought him in. He did look hot as hell. And Nick was like, that's really awkward that you think he's hot, but then...
Yeah, he switched up.
But then face to face,
he said...
you can never resist Anthony Bridgerton.
He said...
He's like, okay, he's hot.
He looked at Charlie like...
He's like, he's so hot. He went...
Someone else is...
said, okay. Okay. It's literally, the man in question is Jonathan Bailey.
It's literally... what's his name?
Anthony?
Mm-hmm. It's literally Anthony.
It's the Viscount.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that.
It's the Viscount, that's what I was thinking. It's literally the Viscount.
But yeah, I love that.
Did Jonathan Bailey just like love the show and want to come on?
I don't know.
Or I don't know.
Maybe that character is in the books and I said, who's a hot gay man?
Let's get Jonathan Bailey. I wonder if he...
On Netflix.
I wonder if he watched though.
Probably.
I feel like he was a stan.
I could see that.
And then he got one scene of them calling him hot.
And that's the dream.
And then he got paid.
Yeah.
And he left.
I love him so much. No notes. Oh, hell yeah. I love Jonathan Bailey. I started thinking about him deeply. See you in Wicked.
Wicked.
Big year.
Big fucking year.
Now he's going to be in Jurassic Park. With ScarJo.
Did I know about that?
That's really awkward that you didn't.
I probably did. I see too much.
I'll be there. I'll be seated.
I also have never seen it.
I haven't seen the original ones. We should sit down.
Yeah, with
Jeff Goldblum. With our other... We have 3 people. Jane Lynch, Jeff Goldblum, Miles Monsignore.
Those are the only 3 people.
Also, this also made me think of the fucking sex ed lessons. And then motherfucking Nick goes, you should try putting that on something other than a cucumber someday. And then Charlie goes... Gay.
Gay.
Funny.
So funny. I love this show.
Mm-hmm.
This show warms my ice cold heart.
Yeah. Tori tease.
Literally, I need to read Tori's book.
Their scene on the...
I wish I had a soul.
Also, I love fucking Michael Lee. So little awkward boy. So sweet.
Yes,
and then
they're perfect.
He was like, I don't care about labels, but I was just asking. And then then their scene, Charlie and Tori's scene on the Ferris wheel, and she's like, the only one I care about is you. I mean, she said that a few times, I feel like.
And Char is like, you care so much, you just like...
She just shows it like... Down. Yeah, she shows it differently, too.
Yeah, she does show it differently. And she has her little drink. When they both have a little drink, I'm like,
and then they clink them.
Exactly.
Soulmateism. Love them. I'm trying to think of anything else that we didn't talk... Oh, the teachers!
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In the flashback to... What's his name? Mr...
When he just shows him as a little kid in the seat.
Little kid.
I could sob.
That
was one of the moments that I think made me most emotional because it's like you're prepared to see the kids in all their vulnerable spots, but just like the one flash of the teacher who you only get so much of anyway.
Yeah.
But you're like, he needed a head boy like Char when he was a kid. And Char's gonna be head boy, and he's like, I think I deserve to be head boy because I work so hard. I was like, yeah, you too.
I was like, okay, Char.
I love Char. When they kissed on the rugby field. And then when Nick went on his college visit, and the tour guide was like, my partner's on the team, and the rest of the teammates were teasing him. He's like, that's your partner. And I was like, Nick was like, that could be us.
Oh my god.
little teens.
Yes, these teens.
They're all my children.
I'm like not ready to. They're gonna like. I don't know how far. I think this book goes pretty far in there. Like.
Yeah.
I'm like. My boys.
They get married.
Yeah.
That's
is, like,
what I think about.
like I'm happy about that, but it's just like, whoa, these are my sons.
They're in it for the long fucking haul. And I think about that sometimes. I'm like, who knows what'll happen? But they're married.
We literally know what
they're
happens.
literally gonna be together forever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I was like in my heartstopper fucking era last summer, I read a fan fiction about like or Nick going off to college. He's like, I have to go back and see Char. And it's like, they're gonna make it through anything. He may be 4.5 hours away, but they're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be fine.
And maybe Charlie will go whatever school Charlie ends up will be a little closer. You never know.
Yeah. Unless
it's in the opposite direction.
Like, we're gonna blow Nick and Char up.
They're gonna survive anything. Well, that was also the really sweet part about like Charlie going through therapy and learning that like your relationship is stronger when you can like let other people in and not feel like you need to be together every second. Like they found like a healthy balance of like depending on each other, but also knowing they need to make time for other people and they can be away from each other for certain amounts of time. And obviously that's gonna be hard. Like it was hard for Charlie to like process the idea of Nick looking at schools further away, but they're like slowly becoming like stronger and healthier in their relationship with each other and as individuals, like you said in your summary.
Exactly. They're growing up.
Oh, same thing. Tao was like, I don't need to be with Elle every second of the day. I was like,
good job. Because God,
we love character development. Charlie's mom had some character development. She let them go at the fair.
She let them go
at the fete or whatever the fuck they were calling it.
Wow.
Character development.
What else?
What a perfect show.
This show is just, I love it.
I know. Anything else, or should we go to
quote? Love can't cure mental illness.
Yeah.
Love that quote from the queen, the aunt.
Haley Atwell.
Yeah, from the therapist.
I love her so much. I hope we see her more, but also bring back Olivia Colman.
I feel like that's such like an important message to like everybody. Like you just because if you are in a relationship, then you're gonna be
or like looking for a relationship fixed. To solve your problem too. Yeah.
This show makes me cry.
Beautiful show.
I'm so happy it exists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they do so much.
Yeah.
In big and small ways.
I know. And it's over. I have to turn it on from season
I know, so they finally consummate the love. Charlie feels confident enough to not have to wear a shirt with Nick. Whoa.
Oh, that was big. When Char put on, he was like, do I wear this sweater or the short sleeve?
And he picked the short sleeve. Like, just like the little meaningful things about their development. Even Tori was like, that's my brother.
And Nick was like, you look good.
Yeah. He was like, you look hot.
He's showing off his arms.
I was like, oh my god, it's that drummer, Riz.
It's not the drummer, Riz.
Nick Nelson pulled a fucking drummer.
They were almost late. They almost missed the whole bowl.
Now you've ruined the whole bowl. So specific. If you know, you fucking know.
Happy
Halloween. But yeah, I would say that was really beautiful, and then it just like ended peacefully, and you know what?
I was getting like.
I just thought there would be a reveal
in like a.
I think what I at least thought would be Nick admitting that he wanted to go to the college 5 hours away, and then it would be like Charlie being like, "What do we do?" and then fade to black.
Yeah.
But no, they're
they
happy.
were just happy, and there was leaves.
And there were leaves, even if it wasn't fall.
Yeah.
So more to come, I guess. Yeah, I wonder how much the show will show of like the progression of their.
I know how like
if we'll do like a year of like what is their relationship like with him in college, and doing that stuff and seeing how all the characters develop and all the different directions they're going.
Yeah.
I hope so. All right. Should we do highs and lows?
Yeah. I have to cry.
Epic highs and lows. Lows.
Yay. Favorite character?
I put for this season Nick and Char and Tori.
Me too. I put Charlie, Nick, and Tori.
Oh my god, the big three.
Yes.
Play Mario Kart.
I really think this season. Well, I went to look who I put last time in season 2. I put Nick and Darcy.
I wonder if I have mine season, in here.
I feel like Charlie. I mean, I love Charlie and Nick, but Charlie really like got me. And then Tori, of course, got me.
I
They
wrote
had their big moments.
Tao and Darcy as my 2 favorites last time.
Yes.
And then Nick and Charlie, but also Olivia Colman and Tao's mom.
Exactly.
We only got one
Wait,
scene of
this
Tao's
makes
mom
sense.
this season.
Yeah.
But damn, we love her too. We love supportive parents. We love Elle's DILF dad.
You said, oh, that's a deal.
And he stands up for her too. Wow. Sorry, I digress.
He was in a turtleneck.
Yeah. Standing up for his daughter.
That's so funny.
Wow. Least favorite.
The radio show.
Oh, that's a good one. I wrote Charlie's mom sometimes.
I was gonna write Charlie's demons.
Yeah, any of Charlie's intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, whatever the fuck is in Charlie's head. The voice in Charlie's head.
Charlie's fucking relatives that are like, I thought you fixed
Yeah,
this.
those fuckers. Anyone who... And Nick... No, just kidding.
And Nick Nelson.
No.
Anyone who's ever made Charlie frown.
Oh, any tongue that has spoke against Char.
No one raise a finger against my son.
Yes. Okay. Favorite scene moments?
I went broad strokes with this one just because I couldn't think of anything too well. I've said a lot of things. Like, I like the little individual scenes with everyone, like the Nick and Tao stuff. I thought the Charlie and Tara scene was really lovely. Anything with Aunt Diane. But I also put, what I wrote was like the zoo episode, the camping episode, like anytime the group was all together too.
Yeah.
And their I love you. I really like the I love you.
Yeah, the confession.
Mm-hmm.
I put the love confession. The episode 4. I just loved that they did both Nick and Charlie's like point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like just a beautifully done. And is that when Tom Odell played the
Yes.
Black Friday song?
Yes.
God.
We love Tom Odell!
Oh God. I can't. That was so good.
As soon as I heard Tom Odell was going to be on the soundtrack, I knew something was about to erupt.
Heartstopper's soundtrack is always so
So
good.
good.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. I really like that episode too, like the way they structured it and then like cut you off before they see each other again and then rewound. And they were doing the Bella Swan thing of October, November.
Literally, he was going, Nick was going dirty.
Yeah.
And
That was a really good episode though.
Yeah. I like Charlie and Tori on Christmas morning scene, like in bed, talking about like what they want. Because I felt like that was so real. Like, Christmas is like, if you have to see family sometimes.
Yeah. That was so real.
The girls plus Nick.
Yes.
University tour. I like that whole sequence.
And like Imogen and Nick's conversation.
Yes. So good. So good.
Like I kind of like that they're still having Imogen figure herself out.
Yeah, I feel like that's great representation for some, like, if you're just seeing things, like, most people are raised, like, you're gonna, like, find a man, or, like, a man, and then that's what you think you have to do, or need to find, or be with, and they did a good job of showing, like, that's not, like, she didn't even actually, like, she was just doing it because she felt like she needed to. Mm-hmm. You could really see that with her character.
And that it's like taking her a little like longer to figure that stuff out because not everyone, like the rest of literally their friend group, knows exactly.
Like immediately. Like, I think it's very realistic for it to be like really confusing. Like, yeah, and she's still figuring it out. And
same thing, we didn't talk about this that much, but like Darcy with gender and like trying out they them pronouns, and they're like, I don't really know how confident I feel in this yet, but like taking their time to explore that, especially when you're so young, it's totally fine to.
The grouping together when they cut Darcy's hair.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Amazon's here.
Right when I'm about to get emotional. But yes. What else was I gonna say? Who am I? Should I keep going?
Yeah.
What else? Both the videos that Tao made. I like Darcy coming to see Tara at dance and taking three buses
just to see her dance.
They were like, I just want to see you dance. I was like, this is so cute. That's why I'm like, I wish we had more of everybody, but no, it's fine. I'll take that. And then I like Tori and Michael. What we got from them. Their first like look at New Year's was so cute.
It's so cute, and like it's like so simple, but like it's so like I don't know. There's like a magic formula of the show where like they just got to look at each other once and you're like they're in love, and it's like you've never seen this man before, but you're like the chemistry.
Yes. I'm like
obsessed.
So good. Okay, that's all I wrote, but I could say the whole show. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey, of course.
Mm-hmm. Least favorite.
I just said anyone sad before.
Yeah, I wrote like Charlie sad. I wrote Tao and Elle kissing on top of Isaac.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
It's just like so awkward because you're like, just stop.
Yeah.
I got a rally for Isaac. Another moment I really liked was at New Year's when I don't remember the guy's name, came over. He's like, "Don't worry, Isaac, I don't want to kiss you. I just think we should be together at midnight."
Like we could like.
And then there was a bunch of they all gathered around Isaac. Like he had a little friend group of people that were like not kissing anyone.
We just want to be together.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Amen. That was a good moment. Least favorite, yeah. Anytime Charlie's upset.
Anytime anyone who makes
don't talk to my
sad.
son. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, then on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most unserious a show could be, what do you rate it?
I didn't write it down. I would say a nice. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say a 9, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I would say 10.
10's pretty good.
No, I would say probably
a 5.
5, okay.
Maybe teetering towards a 4, like a 4.5.
Yeah. I think a 4.5.
Yeah, that feels good to me.
Because I think it was, like, it's not exactly equal, but because it was, I think specifically this season was teetering a little more serious, but they still had a lot of funny, cute, sweet moments.
Yeah, I agree. 4.5 for season 3.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no notes.
Would you recommend it?
Of course. I feel like this is such a sweet show for anyone to watch, whether you relate to it or you just know people who relate to it, and it can help you relate more to things that you might not think about much. But also, it's just about a sweet little friend group going through their shit. And 9 out of 10 of them may be gay.
Yeah.
But they're just people.
British.
And Tao is British.
He has British blood.
It's really about British Tao and all his gay friends.
That picture corrects me. It's so, I feel like it's just so, like, for anybody, it's very educational and does it in a very sweet way and shows a very positive light on all of the topics they talk about. I think everyone should watch it, no matter how old you are. Like, I think this didn't exist. Like, I mean, this is one of the first shows I feel like doing what they're doing. So I feel like anyone can watch it.
Yeah, it's so wholesome and it's so relatable, no matter what, because it's all just people going through people things.
Yeah. Nick and Char.
They're just trying to go to college and they're trying to fight their demons.
Oh, they're fighting their demon. They're just like me. Sometimes you gotta fight your demon.
Yes. Okay, well, we're at our last segment.
Oh.
Game time with Megan and Bree. And I have the Switch back out because just like Char, I have my little Switch and we're gonna play just a little round of Mario Kart to take us on home.
Because those bitches love playing
They love their Mario Kart. Alright, we're gonna play one cheeky little race. And I think it just has to be something fall. Or like something heartstopper.
Very heartstopper, even though they don't show the fall.
That's what I'm like, okay, I don't know what our options are that are fall or heartstopper.
What's giving heartstopper? Moo Meadows, just kidding.
Cheeseland. Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road's giving heartstopper.
Whoa.
Can we Paris.
I mean, if only we were doing this for last season. I feel like there's a reason why I don't think you can do some of these. Mushroom Gorge. Oh, Maple Treeway. Does it let you? No. I knew there was a reason I couldn't do these. Okay, so we have to stick with these.
Okay.
I want to play Coconut Mall. I think I need to figure out how to do that, actually, so I can do that one day.
You have to get what? Deluxe?
I don't know. I'll have to figure that out.
It's weird.
So I'm thinking either Rainbow Road or Sweet Sweet Canyon looks fun.
Wait, I just realized why Rainbow Road would make sense. I didn't even get it. just was like, oh, I don't want to do the hard one.
We don't have to do Rainbow Road. Sorry if that was insensitive.
You know how I feel about that. Next we do Moo Moo Meadows. Where's the fall?
I know. That's why I want to do Maple Tree Way, but we fucking can't. I think we should do...
So, like...
I like the Electrodome.
Okay, yeah, that seems heartstopper. Vibrant.
Yeah!
Vibrant. Colors.
Exactly. Okay, I'm Toad.
I'm Koopa Troopa.
Yeah. I think we're on the wrong... Like, I'm going to be over here, you're going to be over there, but it's fine.
Oh, this is sick. I'm already pretty bad at this game.
It always takes me a second to remember what I'm
I don't
doing.
even know what I'm doing.
It's okay. This is real and raw.
Do I push anything?
I think, maybe.
This remote is so tiny. Am I going? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm like, it's hard watching the opposite
Wait, I
side.
can't see. Okay, everyone, watch the work out. How do I...
I'm in second place.
Release
Oh no, I'm in third.
Things. I'm in sixth. Oh, now I'm in fifth. Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, how do I get to first?
How do I beat your ass?
Oh.
Sorry.
Who's in first? I am.
Some bot. Oh, you. Some fake.
Some fake.
This
Okay,
is really
who the fuck just
embarrassing.
surpassed me? I'm in first again, don't worry.
Okay, where are you? Hey,
I'm
meet
in
me.
first.
Meet me over here.
No.
Hey, can you meet me? Oh my god, I just got knocked the fuck out.
What place are you in?
Oh, just 6. Just a cheeky 6. But that's because some bitch ass. Sorry.
Whoa.
Some lovely person hit me.
Are you talking about? Oh. I didn't do it. Oh, I'm about to be hit. Oh, maybe not.
Where are you?
Winning.
Hey, I'm calling you back.
Oh, she's been a bitch tonight. And by bitch, I mean this rain. No cabs, nowhere. We're soft launching the Kiki
We're
podcast.
soft launching the Kiki. That's how we Kiki. I'm in 8th, so I'm gonna have to go.
Yikes.
Oh, I'm unstoppable. Where are you?
In first, so don't even worry. Nowhere near you. In ninth.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that got mean.
That got a little mean. Nick and Char would never talk to each other.
I think they would actually.
I think they really would.
I saw a clip and I did watch it. Wasn't the full thing, but they were playing like Guess Who, you know, like the game where everyone has a picture. What we did for Parks and Rec, is that what it's called? Guess Who?
Yeah, Guess Who.
For Heartstopper characters, and Joe and Kit were doing it together against the actors that play Darcy and Tara. Mm-hmm. And they picked Nick as their person, and Kit goes, this is shit. And then they ask if the person they have is funny, and they're like, no.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't know who hates Nick, us or them more. I'm just kidding.
I think they hate
love Nick. But it was so funny. I'll have to show you.
I love that cast.
But then it didn't, like, it was only 30 seconds, and they didn't, like, finish playing the game. I'm like, I want the full thing. It was cracking me up.
I need to watch their interviews.
Oh, I think I'm about to do something.
Well, I'm in 8th, so I'm not really much.
Oh, I thought I was at the finish line. Everyone watching is like, that's embarrassing. Oh, wait, am I at the finish line?
Y'all, this is
Wow.
fucked up.
Oh, you're in 5th. Keep going. Fifth.
Well, I was in 9th for a long time.
Yeah, 5th is pretty good. Who the fuck is Dry Bowser? And Baby
Guys,
Mario?
I won.
And who is Inkling Boy? That's Giving Char.
Wait, Larry's there. Oh, wait, no. Is Larry the one I like? No.
I don't know.
There was one, I abandoned Koopa Troopa.
And you played as like Dry Bones or something, I thought.
Oh, yeah, because he was
I know.
cunt.
Sometimes you switch up.
There was a new cunt
or
character.
Roy. You're
Roy.
Roy.
With the pink hair.
Yeah.
Pink.
Okay, well, I'm a star.
Oh.
And Bree is only in 5th.
Fuck you.
Oh.
I would have won Rainbow Road. I
Guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never
like and
know.
subscribe. Sabrina can make a gaming channel and see who really wins Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and listening to our Heartstopper podcast.
Heartstopper, more like Heartbreaker.
Oh, they're literally together. No one can see you do that. So next week we should be doing Good Girls Guide to Murder. We're putting it out there so I can fucking finish the book.
It's official. It's so official we can't even make it unofficial.
Yeah.
So you know what? We're all gonna cheer Megan on as she reads and she finds out what I'm talking about.
Leave me some positive affirmations in the comments. Let us know.
Like, damn, I hate that book.
Let us know your favorite Heartstopper moment this season. And your current hyperfixation.
Yeah, let us know your hyperfixation because it's hyperfixation fall.
Yes! And Joe Locktober! So signing off.
Joe Locktober.
Bye.
Bye. Why are we like this?
Why are we like this?